Yeah. So also, I shall note, it's fine, cut this part out. Editing me, cut this part out at the very start of the video. It's not that hard to do. But this is going to be more of a casual, just kind of doing a few challenges video. Not really a necessary goal in mind, so probably significantly less yapping on this one, or VOD style playing. So I guess if you're having trouble with speed and memory challenges and all the in World Gate and all the cooling chamber challenges, then this video might help, but probably not really. I'll start with memory since it's the easiest. Well, easiest in my opinion. In my opinion, in terms of difficulty, it's like precision, precision, then ascension, then memory, and then speed. I guess technically root foundation is the hardest, but that's kind of getting into technicalities. Because root ascension is always going to be the hardest period, at least for late game. For late game areas, it's always going to be the hardest, because it means doing every other challenge on every other checkpoint, obviously, so. It might be Jover. I really hope this music is not copyrighted, but we just have to hope. I mean, I won't find out if I'm able to be flagged for copyright on this music until I get monetization, which, to be honest, might just never happen. So, oh my gosh, I can't believe, I don't know why that was so hard on my last video if you've watched it. But for some reason, getting to freezing chamber, no, it's not even freezing chamber, it's something else. What's it called again? Something wrong. I'm trying to, sterilization something. I think, or it might just be called just sterilization. But for some reason, that took way longer than it should have. I had a lot of trouble with that one. Just simply because I kept taking so much fall damage due to the shifting shell being shifting cell. Jeez, that's hard to say. But since it was that area, I just kind of suck at it since there's a lot more pressure than there usually is, since you're kind of forced to move fast. But I just took a ton of fall damage and then basically was always just dying to fall damage. I was too inconsistent. Thank you, game, for fun. I guess technically it would have functioned if I died. The game would technically be functioning, but trying to remember how to play the video game. Oh, of course, it's this way. Teehee, we will loop it here. I know this is the memory challenge, but I haven't done this level fully in a while, so we're just gonna kind of hope that I remember. I mean, to be honest, memory challenges don't really require that much memory. I mean, memory helps, but it's not like you're really gonna remember every single jump. It's kind of unrealistic for that much memory. Because you'd have to remember the angle and how long to hold the space key for, so it's really just doing it with limited vision. Underwater rope section. Thank goodness they're adding more of these in the new update, so that way it actually gets used as a thing, the game mechanic, instead of just getting used in the final area like a few times and oops, that's it. I mean, I kind of can't blame the devs for it, but yes, I can. Shut up. No, I can't. It's just the game was finished. I guess it's just kind of a little weird. But I guess technically it's not the final area anymore, so now it's not very weird that they introduced the mechanic here. But before the Depths update, it was kind of weird that they introduced the mechanic in the very last level of the game, so it was never used again, just to do all that coding for nothing. But now they did all that coding for something. Where is the... There we go. When I get to... That was not a rope. That was definitely not a rope. Oh boy. Thank goodness. Oh, of course. Ah. Oh boy. Alright, maybe we'll switch to speed for... Oh boy. I feel like this speed challenge is gonna be so... I feel like speed challenges are always the hardest, since whoever is making them actually knows how to make it a pretty tight deadline. because most of them are very well balanced around the stage that they're on, so you actually have to practice. Sometimes the devs also expect you to know some basic skips, which I really appreciate. There's a lot of games where time trials are way too easy because they don't think of skips and want to make it so everyone can do it. And the only actual hard part is like getting maybe a platinum where you actually have to know like one skip. So I appreciate Abyss World actually having a hard speed challenge. Makes it more engaging that way. In case anyone's wondering, I just published 2 videos about Abyss World in a row, so I'm not an Abyss World YouTuber exclusively, it's just kind of what I felt like playing today. Maybe I'm not gonna have enough karma for this, but let's hope. Also, long story short, I can only record in 30-minute intervals, so we're just gonna kind of hope I can beat both of these challenges within 30 minutes. Running on my own speedrun challenge here, seeing if my recording software will. Maybe there's probably something I can do to make it record for more than that, but. Ow. You know what, this is Also, tip for speed challenge and stuff, make sure, so if you, for example here, if I teleport to World Gate, for World Gate, it's looking at this angle, but if you look like at the correct angle, and then start a challenge, you'll keep that angle, so you'll already be oriented in the best whatever way you were looking. So if you can figure out what angle puts you on the right path to completing the level, then you can just hit that. You can just be at that angle when you start the challenge, and it'll make you slightly faster. It's mostly only really useful on memory and in speed challenges. On speed challenges, it's very good because it lets you basically instantly start with 0 downtime. And then it's also very good on memory. I guess it's alright on memory challenges. Because in memory challenges, you can kind of just get yourself oriented. But it does get you oriented slightly quicker, and I guess maybe you won't walk off a cliff and die, so I guess there's that. Oh my God. Also, I had a ton of challenge with the precision challenge in this one level for some reason, but it's permanently unlocked now. So I feel like the precision challenge for cooling chamber is just gonna be something else. But we'll see if we get there in this video. Can only hope. Thank you, game. I wish you could wish there was like maybe an alternative to speed challenges, because some days I just don't feel like locking in and doing a speed challenge. But I also it's kind of understandable why there isn't. So. I always get lost in the dumbest ways on memory challenges. I also personally think that Ascension is the best design challenge in this game, since it's so interesting. It basically just gives you a whole new level, in my opinion. Since you're doing it in another direction, it's just so incredibly different. The jumps are nothing alike, basically. That's That's why I think it's the best design challenge. While the other challenges, I think speed is cool. Precision is kind of just boring and a little bit annoying on some. I don't think it's very interesting. And the memory is kind of interesting, but I don't think. I guess I wouldn't really care if it got removed. Now that I think about it, it just doesn't really feel like it adds that much. As soon as you learn how to play around it, it's just basically a nothing burger. I guess I don't really have any solutions, but I still do wish it functioned differently. Oh wait, that actually was interesting. I'm going pretty low so far. Hopefully I can lock in. Get to hear a little bit of the original soundtrack before the depth update in this. Which you probably won't hear a lot after I start getting to, like, mainly as soon as Cooling Chamber is permanently unlocked, you're basically never going to hear this. At least in my videos. I've also considered possibly doing a speedrun video for that, for Abyss World, so if you want to see that, not Abyssal, I don't really have any friends who like platformers enough to play Abyssal with. Which, something I do not like about Abyssal is that it just kind of is like, oh, you don't have any friends to play with you? Well then, good luck, buddy. Because you're certainly not getting a random who has the actual skills and props to beat some of the levels. I mean, I feel like I would like it more if there was some way to play solo, but I also understand why there isn't. It just kind of sucks that there isn't. Like, always having the double jump would be obviously not. Also, I haven't played Abyssal in a while, so if I get any of the mechanics completely wrong, sorry about that. But from my memory, the way it works is you're going up out of the abyss, with usually one other person, and you refill each other's double jumps. So, like, if you're in a close enough proximity to each other, you refill your double jumps, which double jumps are required for, like, most of the jumps in the game, so, which is what makes it basically impossible to play solo. I mean, it's not like you can play it solo, it's just not great. Oh boy. Alright. Let me check how much recording. Oh boy, already 11 minutes. You know what we will do? We will do a fun cooling chamber challenge instead of the nightmare that is World War. Or none of these are. But I'll do Ascension since I love Ascension. And you guys will get a. I feel like Ascension is gonna be shifting cells is gonna be. I'm actually really curious because for basically there's a big door in shifting cells that you open to get to this area, and you can't really open it backwards. So I'm curious how you get through that, and I think there's gonna be a decent amount of puzzle solving involved. I'm also curious. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, right. Yeah, you can kind of just. They're essentially water levels. All the water sections are incredibly easy for most of the ones that I've played. haven't really found an interesting water challenge for Ascension. Oh, it's just... I guess we'll see when we get there if there's any way to... lure page again. This room is giving me flashbacks to 13 Lives Lost. If you know, you know. Yeah, I think this is the second one. How do you... Oh, no, it's not the door. Oh, just... Okay. Thank you, game developers. Oh, am I dead yet? Or you try. You seem deaf. Oh well. That is what it's called. It's called sterilization. I also think the part where it just sits there and sterilizes you is kind of boring. Like, will we really need this? It's cool for lore reasons, but I wish there was some way to maybe, like, break the glass or something. Well, I have no skills. I really do suck at this game. But of course, I chose to play on adventure mode because I hate myself. I guess, like, not in a self-deprecating way, but more in a poking fun at myself for being like this for some reason. Also, I just want to say to anyone who's playing Ortho right now, oh my gosh, P-ranking Ship of Fools on Brutal is messing me up for some reason. And it should not be. Why is... I'm so glad that this game got a new update. I like playing it, it's just, it hasn't had any content for who knows how long. I played when, like, what's the settlement called? Onion Town is what I'm gonna call it. Was the last checkpoint. That's when I mostly played. And I went back, did all the challenges. Then I stopped playing for a while. And I saw it got this update. First try, let's go. And this was one of the other sections I was worried about. But I was very happyful to find that it finally got a new update. You were very nice to me back in that other section about okay, I see you're... So I wasted my time getting over here. What I should have expected. I feel like the Ascension Challenge should be decently alright after this, and pretty much just regular jumping. I guess technically everything in this game is regular jumping, but more less extravagant jumping than this. Fall damage. And alright. Just really rubbing it in, aren't you, video game? While we're here, I'd like to thank this video's sponsor that doesn't exist. And being able to record 30-minute videos is annoying. Or technically it's like 1 second less than 30 minutes. I don't get why it's like this. It lets me like put 2 of them together in the editing software. It'll be fine. But like if I want to have just one video that's 30 minutes, no, I can't do that. I have to have 2 separate videos that are 30 minutes and put them together. But of course, Clipchamp is free and it's not third party for my computer, so better than. And I definitely don't have money for any actual editing software. I also don't know how to use any Adobe editing software, which is probably what I want to use. Or I guess OBS is recording software or not. But I had a few Adobe classes back in my school, so that's what I would probably use, since that's what I would have the best feel for. It was a cool way to do the Ascension Challenge, but it's very hard to see also. Wait, is this? Oh, that's nice fall damage you have there, game. Thanks for forcing it on me. Just a style on him, I'll do. This section without falling, maybe? Never mind. I shouldn't have styled on him. Ooh, this is spooky for me. Ooh, I almost jumped for that. That would have been guaranteed death. Well, and I'm gonna end and start a new clip, since it's starting to run out of its thing. Alright, we are back. Just had to do some stuff with my editing software. Or I guess it's my editing and recording software. I did not realize the part before. I guess, yeah, it's obvious. Tiny part. Kind of weird. I kind of thought it was like abyssal, what's it called? Nen? And then the shifting cell. Jeez, man. My brain when it tries to say those words together. But I guess it's just a tiny section that's kind of technically part of the thing, but the silent road thing, I forgot what it's called. But it just looks like it's part of Abyssal something. Power station? No, it's not a power station. Or is it? I don't know. And well, alright, we're gonna do one run of going further and see how this goes. So let's hope I can lock in, because this is gonna be the last one for my recording today. I don't know, maybe I'll go on more. Oh, that's ice. That's ice. I did not realize that. Okay, 90% of gamblers quit before they win big. I love how they make everything blue here. Wow, there really is just no control. Ugh. Ooh, that speeds you up a lot, though. At least it feels like it does. Maybe it's just because I had a lot of velocity, but I guess you still can get a lot of velocity, so it kind of speeds you up. Ooh, new area again. They really are kind of just like area spam. New area, new area, new area. Wow. Well, alright, it's been fun. Like and sub again, please. And also comment something. Anyway, goodbye. I will see you later.